Hey guys, as you can tell by the blanket here, we are back for another part of my declutter series, and today we're going to do setting sprays and primers. Just so I don't have a ton of setting sprays, I have a lot of primers, but I figured combining the two into one would probably make for an easier time, not making this series be 100 parts. My last series got a lot of views, couple responses with the ASMR thing. I am still going to try to do an ASMR part of this series, but it's not today, people. It's not today. So let's just get into it. This is the Grace and Stella Spray All Day Rose Spray. I love the rose sprays, and I think rose is actually really good for your skin. It's a hydrating rose facial spray. I really like this spray in particular because I like hydrating sprays, and also I feel like the mister is a very fine mist. It spreads out really evenly. It doesn't just hit you in one spot. This is one of my favorite ones. Following with the hydrating and also the rose water theme, this is the Burlesque Rose Water Balancing Mist. This was $69. It's $69 for this. So it's an expensive guy, but the packaging is life. And this stuff works really good. The sprayer is a little too concentrated for me. I'd honestly prefer that one to it, but it is a good product. The Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. I heard so much about this. I didn't want to go buy the full size because I wasn't sure how I was going to like it. I have used pretty much the whole thing, so I think I can give some sort of an opinion on it. I don't get the hype. I really didn't. It was alright. I didn't think it did anything super great for my face, though, or my makeup's longevity. This is the Skin & Co. Truffle Therapy Aqua Illuminating Spray. I like this brand, so I thought I'd give this a try. Honestly, I don't think it does too much for me, but I'll use it. It's supposed to be radiant, but I have a radiant spray that I like a lot better, and that is the Pixie by Petra Glow Mist. This is my favorite setting spray of all time. What I like to do with this is put a heavy coat on over my makeup and use my beauty blender to just press it into the skin, and it makes you glow. It looks like a glow from within, though. This stuff you can buy at Target. It's not expensive. I highly recommend it. Moving on, well, this is a Pure Bliss makeup setting spray. I did like this. I got it on Amazon. That's not what's in this bottle, though. In here is actually the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. For some reason, my spray bottle for it got really clogged, and I ran out of this one, so I was like, I don't want to waste it. I'll dump it in here. So this is the Cover FX Illuminating Spray. This is the first spray I ever used, the Cover FX one. I do prefer this one for the glow side of things over this, and it's a lot cheaper of a price point, so I would still recommend this over it. That's it for sprays. I don't have a ton of them. I mean, they can last you a while, so that's our spray collection, and now we will move on to primers. So this is the box that I keep all my primers in, just to kind of keep them all in one place, and I put this in a drawer in my vanity. These things are great. You can get them at Big Lots for like $1. I use these for a lot of organization in my vanity. Obviously, on the top of my vanity, it's all displayed very nicely, but for stuff like this I don't necessarily need to display, I don't. And quite honestly, I don't use primer all the time. I won't lie, most of these I haven't even tried, and I'll be getting rid of a lot of these. The setting sprays we're going to keep because I'm a fan of setting spray. I need it in my makeup routine. So let's get started. This is a Touch and Soul Glossy Skin Filter. So this is basically, I love the packaging. I think it's really cute. Get a good amount of product. And what I like about this is it kind of does make me feel like I have a filter on my face when I put this under my makeup. The makeup just sits on top of it beautifully, specifically with the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I really like this product. I would definitely recommend it. The e.l.f. Illuminating Face Primer. This was one of my first primers that I got, and it's honestly taken me far too long to work through it. I think these are like $6, and they have a whole bunch, they have a slew of different ones. What I don't like about this is, when I like that it's colored because it does, like blemishes and stuff, it does cover them up, but it does have a lot of glitter to it, and it kind of, you see, it's like very glittery and like kind of chunky, so I probably am going to be passing that on. Moving on, the Dr. Brandt Luminizing Primer Base Luminizer. This is a good product. I am a stan for Dr. Brandt products. I love them all, every single one I've tried. I just think this does a lot for your pores, and it also illuminates. I feel like it's a multifunctional primer, which is good when you can find primers that do that for you. The green tea primer, I like this because it is vegan. So if I'm having this is probably just in my head, but if I'm having like a day with my skin, I will usually reach for this because I feel like there's less, well, obviously there's less chemicals and bad stuff in it. So it makes me feel better about it, and it works well. It does. It's just simple. The Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I haven't tried this, but I've tried the other Becca Backlight Priming Filters, and there's a bunch of different ones. I'm not a huge fan of these, and I will probably be putting this into the giveaway pile. I just got this in Ipsy. It's a Unicorn Glow Long Wear Primer. It looks to be like a glowing primer. I am going to test this out and give it a little bit of a go. I think the packaging's really cute, and that's part of the reason, I won't lie, why I want to keep my hands on it. VDL Lumilayer Finishing Primer. This just weirds me out in general. It's like a nail polish applicator, but it's very hard to distribute from in there. I did try it once. I didn't really care for it, so this will definitely be a pass on as well. The Murad Age Reform Invisiblur Perfecting Shield. Murad makes awesome products. They are expensive, so I would suggest trying a sample like this, which is what I do for a lot of these things, because I don't like to spend the money if I don't know if I'm going to like the product. But pretty much any Murad product I've tried, I've enjoyed, and I do think this is a blurring primer, and it does kind of work with the texture of your skin. I would recommend that one as well. The Smashbox Radiance Photo Finish Primer. I will get into the primer I like by Smashbox, but this is not it. This will be going to the giveaway pile. I just already have one by this brand that I really enjoy, and this isn't really any competition, if you will. The Tarte Base Tape Hydrating Primer. I like this. I do think it is really hydrating. The whole Base Tape line is something that I stand behind. It's worked for me, every product I've tried in it, and this is definitely, again, something that I would recommend. We're doing good. We like a lot of primers. Wow. Hand in hand with that is the Tarte Quench Hydrating Primer. Again, I wanted to try out a couple before I purchased one. I love this stuff. This feels like a moisturizer, but it's a primer, and I just think when my skin's having those like sucked out really dry days, this really does something for it. The MAC Prep and Prime Primer. I tried this once and my face broke out. And I do not have sensitive skin. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I can pretty much slap anything on my face. I don't have a problem. This broke me out something fierce. So that's definitely going to be donated or thrown in the trash. It's going to be thrown in the trash. Okay. This is the First Aid Beauty Pores Be Gone Matte Primer. I like having a matte primer in my collection for those days where I'm going for a super matte look, and I love anything that fills in pores. I haven't tried this yet, to be honest with you, but I look forward to doing so. And doing these videos is kind of cool for me, because it reminds me of like all these products that I just haven't gotten around to trying. Figs and Rue Soft Focus Pore Perfect HD and Matte Primer. This is just so cute, and also it works well. It's getting redundant to talk about these, but again, this is a multifunctional primer. It hydrates, it works with your pores, and it's matte. I really like this product, and it'll last you a long time. I've used this quite a bit, and I still have a ton left in there. When you have this many, I guess it would take a while. Avant Pro Collagen. It's all those words, okay, is what it is. That looks like an eye test to me, but it's not. That's the name of it, and I'm not even going to try. But this is a collagen primer. I am so nervous about aging skin. Any sort of skincare that is anti-aging or has collagen or retinol in it, I am there. Sign me up. This is a keeper for me as well. Makeup Forever Step 1 Base Primer. I'm going to give this away. I don't know anything about it. I'm not trying to learn anything about it. I have not opened it. It's going to go in the giveaway pile. The Stellar Brilliant Primer. Again, I don't know much about this. And again, if you guys have primers that you want to like drop below, or you know anything about these primers that I'm talking about, or you have an opinion on them, let me know. I'd like to have conversations in the comments. Yeah, so that's going to go in the giveaway pile too. This is a Smashbox primer I really enjoy. This is the oldie, the goodie. Everyone knows about it. The Photo Finish Primer. I just love the silicone feel of it. At first, I thought it did feel a little bit greasy because it does come out in this gel like format, like that clear gel, and it kind of weirded me out, but it does feel so soft on the skin, and I think it sets makeup a good base down to layer makeup, so that's good. The Yenza Tone Up Primer Essential Glow, I tried this in a sample size. This was sent to me in a BoxyCharm or a glossy box, I can't recall, but I will be giving this away. I just didn't really care for it, and again, just because I don't like a primer, it just means it didn't work well with my skin. It doesn't mean that I'm not like I'm giving this away because it's junk. I'm giving it away because it didn't work well for my skin, but it might work well for yours. The Too Faced Just Peachy and Primed Primer. I like this stuff. I love, Too Faced has good marketing. Their packaging is always really cute when they go for themes like this. I want to try more things in this collection. Note to self, Casey. And the last primer today is one of my go-tos, the Cover FX Blurring Primer. I love this stuff. I do think it blurs you out. Cover FX is a brand that I enjoy, except their setting powder. It flashes back like no other. But I love this product. I would highly suggest this if you suffer with texture, or I don't have blemishes per se, but some discoloration, and yeah, mostly texture is what I struggle with, but this really kind of just blurs everything together and sets a really good base for everything else you're going to pile on top of it. That's all today, guys. I'm going to come back with more parts of this series this week, and I'll be posting another video tonight to announce what we're going to be doing for Vlogmas here on this channel. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time.